Unit 6: The Prodigal Son. Once upon a time, there was a very wealthy man. He owned flocks of sheep, herds of cattle, orchards, vineyards, and wheat farms. He had 2 sons, Dan and Ben. Dan, the elder one, was serious, hard-working, and was a great help to his father. Ben, the younger one, was a happy-go-lucky young man and never bothered to help his father. All he kept thinking was how to have a good time with his friends. One day, he said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the inheritance. I wish to go to a distant land and lead an independent life." "Are you sure you wish to do that? Do you think you'll make it?" "Of course, father," he answered. "I'm sure I'll succeed." "All right then," said the father, and gave Ben whatever the son was entitled to. Father and son hugged and kissed each other as was the custom, said goodbye, and the young man left. He did not even say goodbye to his brother Dan or the workmen on his father's land. In a distant land, Ben led a very free and easy life, just squandering the money his father gave him. When his money ran out, he sold one piece of precious jewelry after another he had received from his father. In no time he became a pauper with nowhere to stay and nothing to eat. He had only the clothes he was wearing. Then, to keep his body and soul together, he worked as a swineherd of a wealthy man in that distant land. He became so poor that he had to eat what the swine were fed with. "I'm not even half as rich as my father's workmen," he often thought sadly. "I think I should go back to my father, but I'm afraid. He would certainly drive me away," he often said to himself. One day he fell ill. He had nothing to eat, and he was in rags. He decided to go back to his father, and he did. He was still at a distance from his father's house when his father saw him, and came rushing towards him. His father hugged him and kissed him and welcomed him. He called his servants and said to them, "Some of you, wash my son up and dress him up in the best of clothing. Some others, go kill the fatted calf and prepare a grand meal. We shall celebrate." Just then, his elder son Dan got back from the orchards and said, "What's going on?" One of the workmen answered, "Your younger brother is back and your father is going to celebrate." Dan went to his father and said, "Father, why are you doing all this for the naughty prodigal son? He deserves to be driven out." "No, Dan," said the father. "Yes, your brother was naughty, but he has repented of his folly and has come back. You lost a brother, and I lost a son, but now we have found him. We should rejoice and celebrate."